Hi, thanks everyone for joining. My name is Sarah Lang. For those who don't know me, I am the Southern Vermont Economy Project Manager. This is session 17 of our Knowledge Bites webinar series. Today we have Hilary from the Vermont Tourism and Marketing Department, and she's going to talk to us about VermontVacation.com. So the goal of these webinar series is to provide high-level information about economic and workforce development programs, resources, tools, etc. All the webinars are recorded and they are archived on the website, which I will show you right here at the bottom of your screen. The structure of the webinar, it's about a 20-minute presentation from Hilary, and then we'll have 10 minutes of question and answer. Please feel free to enter your questions into the chat function, and Hilary will address them as she can. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started, so bear with me so I can switch screens. Great. Take it away, Hilary.
All right. Thanks, Sarah, for this opportunity to reach new partners today. And thanks to everyone for taking the time to tune in. My name is Hilary DelRoss. I work in Montpelier at the Vermont Agency of Commerce and Community Development in the Department of Tourism and Marketing. The Agency of Commerce and Community Development is home to several departments, including economic development and the Think Vermont initiative that you heard about from Elaine in the last installment of Knowledge Bites, as well as the Department of Housing and Community Development. Excuse me, I'm just getting over the flu this week. And the Division for Historic Preservation, which manages, among many things, Vermont State Historic Sites, which I encourage everyone to get out and visit once they open up for the season this spring. And I think it's important to start with a quick overview about the agency to provide some context about the array of programs and services that are available through our little agency. And we are little. The Department of Tourism and Marketing is a team of 8 when we're fully staffed, as well as the team at Vermont Life magazine. And my role is cultural heritage and outdoor recreation specialist. And what that consists of mostly is working with partners across different sectors of the state's tourism industry who are looking to reach a broader audience, to amplify their marketing messages through our established programs, and working with organizations one-on-one to help identify what the right mix of opportunities is for that business. And that brings me to, well, first of all, we're looking at this overview page. VermontPartners.com is our industry-facing website. So I'm going to click over there, and we're looking at an outline of many of the ways that we can work together with lots of pertinent research findings available also. I highly suggest bookmarking this site to refer back to, and I'll be sure to send Sarah this reference sheet that I opened up with, which is an outline of all of our programs and partnership opportunities. And I'm going to flip back and forth between these resources and our consumer-facing website, VermontVacation.com, to show where we can include your information so it can be seen by potential visitors, as well as what it'll look like for you on the back end, as some of the tools are self-service. And speaking of self-service, I encourage all partners to stay informed with what we're up to in the department by signing up to receive the 2 newsletters that we send out monthly. The first is a tourism industry newsletter. The sign-up form is at the bottom. Let's see here. Right here, subscribe to our newsletter. Just click on that and fill out a quick form. Now, this is where we'll communicate to partners about opportunities and pertinent updates as they arise. Like I said, it'll come to your inbox once a month, so it's not too cumbersome. And the second newsletter I recommend signing up for is our consumer-facing newsletter, which goes out to our list of now 103,000 mostly out-of-state consumers. The sign-up form is at the top of VermontVacation.com. Like I said, this is our consumer-facing site. Here's email sign-up. And again, it's another form. We're pretty form-heavy here. And while we're here, also want to mention our social media channels. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Just try searching Vermont Tourism as the channel we use, the handle that we use across all of those channels. VermontVacation.com navigation organizes information about Vermont by a few different ways. You can see across the top seasons, things to do, town and regions, and stay and play. And the reason we organize that way is because we know that when visitors are looking for information, when planning a trip, they start with when they want to come, the seasons, what they want to do when they get here, things to do, where they want to go, towns and regions, and tools to help plan once they decide. And we'll look at these all separately. Seasons is pretty obvious, broken out into our 4 main seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter. I really like the fall page. We've got our great foliage forecaster, which we use pretty regularly in the fall. People are always asking when the best foliage is, where it is. So this is a great resource to point your customers to, as well as have folks and yourselves sign up to get our foliage report, and that's sent out once a week once foliage starts. I'm going to go back up to things to do. So you'll see this page is organized by arts and heritage, family-friendly activities, recreation, different things you can do. These are changed up during the season. We don't typically totally reskin our site based on the season, but we will update some of our main navigation and images across the site to reflect what's currently going on outside. We also have the Made in Vermont section here, which looks like a tasting room lineup, minus the granite, I suppose. But we are trying to incorporate more unique Made in Vermont products in a monthly feature in our consumer newsletter. And that is something that you can definitely get involved with. If you're interested, I will talk about how to contact us at the end here. Next is our towns and regions section, and this is organized by region, consistent with the Vermont Vacation Guide, how that's laid out. And we also feature our historic villages and downtowns designated by the Department of Housing and Community Development. So we'll take a look here. And we also are featuring this year year-long advertising campaign that we're calling internally the 251 campaign. Let me get to that really quick. And what this is, a year-long out-of-state marketing campaign that features all 251 towns and cities in Vermont in our paid digital and print advertising. And so I don't have any examples here because they're all pointing to out-of-state consumers, but all of the pieces look very similar to this top image with the Vermont stamp and the town name, and all the images reflect something fun that you can do in each of the towns. And we do have a landing page for that. Well, this is a landing page, talks about 251, but also each of our towns has the opportunity to go ahead and build out your own landing page on our site. So this Manchester page is a really good example where there's the opening introduction, 5 places not to miss, recreational opportunities, top industries, and then here we have some modules, what to do while you're there, and some of the top attractions, as well as a link to the Discover Manchester external link to their website. As well as this beautiful hero image. And this is an opportunity for any of our towns listening that want to get a little bit more involved with our program this year. And the way you can do that is to fill out yet another form, but it's really simple because we get all the information that we need the first time around, and then our team here in-house can go ahead and build out that page for you. So if this is something you're interested in participating in, you know, designate somebody in your town to gather a little team together to help gather resources, and then fill out one submission form, name of city, your name for contact information, your town or city's website, a few words, description to put in that top section, and then we ask for 5 places not to miss, recreational opportunities, top industries, and then here's where you can upload your images. And that'll come directly to us, and then we can help build out one of these pages and start pointing people to your town directly. Going back up to the navigation, Stay and Play is really where I'll focus the rest of my time on here. This year, Vermont Tourism's top 2 goals include increasing the rooms and meals tax revenue and raising the average length of stay from 2 to 3 nights per visit. This section of the website reflects how partner involvement is directly linked to these goals. And this whole section exists to help visitors find new reasons to stay longer by connecting with your business. So the directory, Discover More here, is broken out into a couple of different categories, and this is our managed by the Vermont Chamber of Commerce. And if you're interested in having a listing in this directory, I can certainly connect you over to the Chamber. The platform that this is hosted on is called EverWonder. You'll see in a minute that they also host our events calendar. But it's really nice because we can do a search. So folks can enter in the keywords and the categories that they're looking for, city, or we can go back up and search by lodging, dining, attractions, etc., and it'll filter the search results automatically. So really nice. So a nice image, a description, and then contact information for each business. Going on to our statewide events calendar, and this is also filtered by region or view all. The self-service tool is, again, on EverWonder. It's really nice, same kind of features as the directory, where folks can go in and search locations, dates, keywords, and the events all show up here. It's really important to post photos anytime we do anything on the website, otherwise the default goes to EverWonder's image, and it's not quite as pretty as all of our destinations. And this is a great tool. It's self-service. Like I said, you can click right here, Add Event. This is a free tool for any tourism partners to use. It gives you the option to log in so that add your links to your social media, et cetera. That way, every time you log in to post an event, you just have to update the event information and the image, any pertinent time tags you want to add. The details are for, your venue name, your contact information for anyone in the public has a question about the event, who they reach out to, and ticket information. So if you do create a free login, this section will populate for you automatically. And we use the events listed on this page, I'll go back to it here, to curate a monthly list which we send out to regional journalists, and we feature events in all of our consumer newsletters, which you'll see when you sign up to receive it. So it's really important to get all your events that are open to the public up on this calendar. We turn to this pretty regularly to find out what's going on in the state and what we can pitch to different media or to different visitors calling and asking what they can do while they're in town. I'm going to skip the trip idea section for a second and go on to lodging deals. Lodging packages are another self-service tool that we manage here in-house. We do have another form through which you can submit your lodging deals, but let's take a look at some first. So they're categorized into these different fields, which mirror all of the categories that we use throughout the website: recreation, arts and culture, culinary and family, etc. This makes it easier for users to search and find what they're looking for. So recreation lodging deals, we have the name of the package, the region and town, a description, valid to and from dates, pricing information, and then a link actually out to our partner's website. There it is. This was a good one. Lots of cross-country skiing. Let's see, so we have a form, like I said, going back over here, different forms, still on WooFoo. Pretty self-explanatory. It takes you through all the different sections of what we need to post that package deal, including some contact information in case we have any questions when we're moving the content over to our website platform. And the package deals should include lodging and an added value item included in the cost, such as a dining experience, activity, or some other promotion. They shouldn't just be a discounted room night. Remember, we're trying to show visitors why they should stay here longer by bundling activities together. And because we populate the site manually, it may take up to a week to post online, so be sure to give it a little bit of time, especially if you know that you have a package coming up for, say, Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day or President's Week. All right, going back over to trip ideas. Really excited about this one because this is what we use as our itinerary page for a long time, with some of these thematic trails that we've built here in the department in conjunction with stakeholders around the state, the African American Heritage Trail, Byways, the Stone Trail, Civil War Trail, etc. And these are also categorized in those same themes: arts and heritage, culinary, recreation, and scenic tours. And I really like these because it gives our partners a way to promote what they're up to. Directly, this links to the Catamount Trail Association, Mountain Bike Association, but we also have the opportunity to build our own unique itineraries. So if your business and your town and a couple other businesses wanted to get together and do something like, you know, the best creamy stands and hikes in your region, you could get together and do, you know, up to 7 or 8 different stops that you want to highlight. So you can really get into a very detailed actual itinerary that somebody could do while they're in your town, and it gives you the opportunity to highlight all your favorite things. And this is a flexible enough tool where we can make an infinite number of trip ideas or you know, real doable itineraries for folks visiting to your town in any theme that you like. Again, this is going to be another form to fill out, and I don't think I pulled that one up, but it's very similar here. And I'm happy to get Sarah any of this information. Hopefully she can post it, or you can always reach out to me and I can send you these links. I want to go back over to vermontpartners.com. Like I said, our industry-facing page. This is actually our whole agency, and then it's broken down by department, and you'll find our information under tourism and marketing. There are a lot of other ways that you can get involved with what we're working on here in the department. You can partner with us. Let's see. You can partner with us at different trade shows and conferences, domestic and international audiences. Advertise with us through co-ops in regional, national, and international publications, or in Vermont Life magazine. You could host FAM tours during press and media visits, have press come directly to your site and show them a great time, and hopefully in exchange for a great write-up. And you can distribute tourism materials for free at your location for your guests. You can order free guides, maps, etc. using the bulk publications request form. You can find that form under Ambassador Program, which is another way that you can educate your staff, is have them go through the Ambassador Program, earn a certificate, and get some great tips on customer service and all of the different associations and resources that we have around the state. Here is the bulk publication order form. Again, another form, but it's very self-explanatory. Put your shipping information, and here you can select the type and the quantities of any publications that we produce for free for our partners. The Road and Attractions map, that's our official map, and our official summer, fall, or winter vacation guides. Byways brochures, historic sites and state parks, and the campground guide. And these will ship straight to your location for free. So it's a great resource to have. I hope that you'll reach out to connect with us. Our contact information is found in the footer of vermontpartners.com. I'll scroll back down. So here's my information here under the Ambassador Program. It's one of the programs that I manage here. Email, give me a call. And before I turn it back over for questions, I wanted to plug another great opportunity to connect with us in person, which is the annual Vermont Tourism Summit, which is coming up on April 11th and 12th at the Equinox in Manchester. And there are a lot of fun pre-conference activities as well on the 10th. So I hope to see you there. There's some information right at the top here if you want to get to know a little bit more about the Tourism Summit. So
Great,
thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks, Hilary. It looks like Doreen, I don't know if you have any questions for Hilary. I'm going to unmute you, though, in case you do.
Hi, Doreen.
No. Hi. No, I actually use this quite often, so.
That's great to hear. What tool specifically do you find that you're using?
When we have our events, I do post some events, and I also have been utilizing the bulk publications.
Awesome. And that's a pretty smooth process for you to put in what you're looking for? Great.
Yeah. Yeah, and then if they don't have it, they always let you know, and, you know, it's always good.
Great. Well, I'm glad this has been a useful tool for you, Doreen.
Yeah, and we've actually used the Ambassador Program. I've done it, and I had 2 volunteers that I helped do it, so that's a great tool as well. It's very interesting. I think anybody should use that, actually, if they're in, you know, tourism industry, as far as like chambers and stuff like that, because it is. You don't realize how much you really don't know about your state until you actually go through that.
It's amazing how much information is out there. We have so many different resources.
Yeah.
And what location are you at? What's your business?
Bellows Falls.
Awesome.
Chamber of Commerce.
Well, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, I was late. I had somebody here, so.
Sarah, was there anything else that you were hoping I covered?
No. I think
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. I did want to, if Doreen doesn't have any more questions, just let people know that our next webinar is on March 13th. We're going to have Ed Williams of the Procurement and Tech Assistance Center. He's going to be talking about the Hub Zone program as well as PTAC assistance. Other than that, here's my contact information, and I'll have this recording posted up by the end of the day. Hilary, I'll send you a link to it as well. And thanks, everyone, for joining.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.